but you won't get your baby back. See me in that dress. Yeah. Okay, 3, 2, 1. You know I'm the hottest. You ain't never gotta heat me up. I'm present when I'm absent, speaking when I'm not there. Call them scary cats, I call them Carol Baskins. Body yaddy 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 yaddy. Body yaddy 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 yaddy.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And preparing for battle, each guy with his own approach to getting ready for what should be an excellent matchup. A San Antonio landmark, the beautiful, colorful Riverwalk, as we welcome you from the Lone Star State. Hello, and here we go. It's Thursday night in the NBA on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the San Antonio Spurs against the Denver Nuggets, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry, and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. This is Brian Anderson. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, Brian. As you know, DeJounte Murray is scrappy. He said, quote, "It's in my DNA. I've always been a dog. If I don't score a point, I'm going to rebound or facilitate or play defense. That's the thing that you've got to have. I just do anything to win." Guys, they love his competitive streak.
Boy, he does get after it. Thanks, Allie. Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. You look at San Antonio, they're in a solid spot right now, 5th place. And of course the Denver Nuggets, quite a bit of space between these two.
Checking out San Antonio, they figured it out. I mean, they have found that early season success. They're sitting comfortably near the top of the standings, and they're hoping to stay there.
No doubt about that. It hasn't taken them any time to announce that they're a different team this year, one that's ready to take the next step and join the ranks of playoff contenders.
Now Denver's starting 5. Down low, it's Gordon and Jokic. Facu Campazzo is out there with Austin Rivers, and it's Porter in at the 3, the small forward. And for San Antonio, Murray and White in the backcourt. Thaddeus Young out there with Johnson. And it's Mr. Fundamentals in at the 5 spot. Well, here we are in mid-season now, Grant. How do players mentally cope with the grind of an NBA season?
You know, that's a good question, B.A. I mean, you have to find ways to take your mind off of things as a team. Having outlets helps distract you. It's so important for players as they endure the lengthy season.
Here's Jokic. It's tipped. Here's Mr. Fundamentals, covered by Jokic. And the ball out of play. The Nuggets will have it. And now another look at that mobile 1 block defensive performance.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Here's Campazzo, averaging around 6 a game. To the middle. Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Air Serbia. Jokic up there. Well, at 5'10", Campazzo not the biggest nor the fastest guy out there, but he might be the feistiest.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
For Denver, they've gone 1 of 3 from the floor. Pass to Rivers. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. The fader. That one off the back iron and out. You know, Brent, the other thing Campazzo can do for you is stretch the floor.
And he's shown and grew in his confidence last year in his first year in the NBA. And I think guys rallied around when it is that he played that way. It goes along with him being an incredible, gifted passer.
Outside Porter. Pass to Rivers. An open look for Porter. Plenty of room that knocked down that one.
Set him up. Porter's going to knock him down. He's a terrific shooter who can do some damage from anywhere.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Give him 8 points now.
Well, he hasn't missed yet, guys, and the defense is scrambling for answers to stop this hot start.
Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
I like that, staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
For San Antonio, they've gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. The ball's knocked loose. Campazzo with a steal. Lets a floater go. And he lays it up and in.
And really showing the athleticism. Flying solo.
Yeah, why not? Show a little creativity, get inside, move that ball around, just make sure you score.
And he lost his man with a shifty play inside.
And then just went and hammered it home. Wow. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Gordon outside. Back to Campazzo. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
And there's the drive.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up with a graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant. 20 seconds left in the first. Here's Rivers. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Pass to Jokic. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Spurs out in front, up 2. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for San Antonio.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in this first half.
Another part of the game tonight where they've been effective is to get points in the paint.
The Nuggets trail. Murray and White in the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Thaddeus Young. And it's Mr. Fundamentals in at the center position. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. And that one's good. 14 points for him.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Green covering.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Back to Morris. All right, Grant, if you could be GM for one rebuilding team right now, which would it be?
Oh, wow. That's tough. I mean, you got the Grizzlies with Morant, you got the Pels with Zion, you got the Mavs with Doncic. You know, I'll probably stick with the Pelicans and Zion Williamson. I think he has a lot to offer. And has the ability to dominate in this league.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Najee's checked in.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
There's 1:47 left in the first half of this game. And he slams it in one-handed.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there.
Well, at a high-level floor general is what you get in Monte Morris, who's out there creating and not turning it over.
Here's Dozier. Well, quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Driving in. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. they have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Here's Najee. The Spurs making their last shot. Oh, they get a hand on it. 44 seconds left in the second.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
Now a timeout called by Denver.
Oh, my. Their coach does not look happy. And I can guess why. Their interior defense has been struggling.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring. And if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Here's Jokic. Tries again. And it's good on the layup. Jokic has got 6 points.
And Jokic, I think he thought he was with his brothers, wrestling around in there and bullied his way to grab that rebound.
Mr. Fundamental.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Morris outside. And so it's San Antonio ending the quarter up 10. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Well, I'm here with Mike Malone, and Coach, dribble penetration has been a problem for you. How do you creep back into this game?
Yeah, you know, they came out, punched us in the mouth. We just have to do a better job one-on-one containment. And when somebody does get beat, somebody's got to provide help. Right now, we're just playing Olay defense, and they're killing us.
You'll have to throw the punch first in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. And trying as they might, they couldn't push their lead past 4 points. They really poured it on in the second quarter, building the lead to 10 points. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how San Antonio played?
They're going to work in the paint. They're doing a great job. Their portion of their offense was generated inside. Really outperformed their opponent in that aspect. I expect the defense to pack it in a little more in the second half and try to finish the stats.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about Denver?
Well, they have to improve their defense. Guys were getting burned on the perimeter. They wouldn't put a hand up, as my man used to say, hand down, man down. Oh, you got to get some help. That pretty much covers everything on your shot. You think they played their best?
No way, no way.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. And for Denver, they're shooting 53%. Good efficiency on offense so far. On the court for Denver, Porter Jr., the small forward, with Gordon holding down the 4. Austin Rivers out there with Facundo Campazzo, and it's Jokic in at the center position, locking down the middle.
Think about all the things Jokic provides as a big man, and now the 7-footer knocking down threes. That's tough.
And it's Mr. Fundamentals missing. Plenty of reasons for the team to be excited about Porter, Brent, starting with his jumper.
So enticing to see a guy that size, BA, shoot with that kind of fluidity, especially from deep. So he's not just a gunner, but he's starting to get his points in the flow of the game. That's dangerous.
To the inside. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. You know, one thing Porter's been working on, finishing off contact.
Yeah, defenders body him up whenever possible. He's young, so it's not easy to add a lot of muscle. Once he does, his game should reach another level at both ends of the floor.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
There's been a lot of talk about Michael Porter Jr. and the way that he plays and how athletic he is. How's he doing that on the vegan diet? For some, it works well.
Green's checked in for Gordon. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. San Antonio leading. Here's Mr. Fundamentals.
Austin Rivers. That's his first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Spurs. At the line for 2.
First free throw is good. Green's checked in for Nikola Jokic. He's perfect from the line this time.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Pass to Campazzo. Back to Rivers. From deep. Oh, Denver gets it back. From downtown. Not going to go that time. So the Spurs will take it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Mr. Fundamentals.
Doing more work in the painted area. He has really excelled inside.
And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Here's Campazzo, defended by Murray. Back to Campazzo. Outside Porter. Pass to Campazzo. 5 to shoot. Here's Rivers. He's guarded by White. Rivers, good. Rivers has gotten his first bucket of the night. 1:04 left to play in the third. He takes it in. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, B.A.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. And we've got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
Oh, my. And that was textbook defense. Positioning himself well to send it back.
Here's Green. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Outside White. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
And the Nuggets will go for a different look here. Najee, he's checked in for Green. Gordon comes in for Porter Jr. Dozier's checked in for Rivers. And it's Morris in for Campazzo. Denver has gone just 1 of 3 from deep since the break. Pass to Dozier. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Gordon, the pass to Morris. From outside the arc. And Gordon with the basket on the assist from Morris. Gordon's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Yeah, just hold for the last shot. Don't give him another possession.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game. Well, him dominating the offensive end is what accounts for this lead. Just a very difficult guy to stop once he gets going.
Fires the 3. No good. And so it's San Antonio ending the quarter up 10, just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. Greg Popovich addressing his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Let's get about 3 or 4 stops in a row. Let's get something put together defensively. Offense will take care of itself. Both teams are scoring. Somebody's got to play D.
And Greg Popovich would very much like for his team to start locking things down defensively.
Yeah, coach isn't interested in just trading buckets back and forth. He'd rather them lock in and focus and just overpower them.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Murray and White in the backcourt. Thaddeus Young out there with Johnson. And it's Mr. Fundamentals in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's in the game for the Spurs.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Yep, that one goes. And he's got 41 now. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for San Antonio.
Defensively, they've played with a high energy level tonight. And all the steals we've seen, a result of that aggressiveness.
They have not wasted any time here tonight. They've pushed it whenever they've had the opportunity and have gotten a lot of fast break points out of it.
Here's Mr.
That is what I'm talking about. Wow. He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 14. There's a minute 54 left in the fourth quarter here. And the Nuggets making a change here. Porter Jr.'s checked in. Now here's Morris. Pass to Jokic. Blocked! It's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile 1 block.
Amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
Campazzo's checked in for the Nuggets. Six to shoot. It's deflected. Here's Mr. Fundamentals, and he dunks it down.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Spurs.
And they were on fire tonight. Fantastic offensive performance, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., they really shot the ball well. I mean, their coach has to be beyond thrilled with how well they played.
And a good performance to bring them their 18th win of the year.
And once this game is all said and done, they'll have a healthy 2-0 lead in this season series. Their focus has been terrific. They've really put on a clinic here today.
Yeah, the cool thing is that they look like they're having a blast out there. Everyone on the same page, contributions across the board.
Here's Campazzo, defended by Murray. And Campazzo missing. On offense, here is San Antonio. They're on a 10-2 run here. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
We love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
And here are the Nuggets now, following the bucket by the Spurs. Here's Gordon. Rebound San Antonio. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Mr. Good! good. That's another bucket.
Another 50-point game from him, and he is now third in the record books for most 50-point games in a season.
You can't deny the greatness we've seen from him all year long. He has performed at the highest level, night in, night out. Outside Porter. Pass to Rivers. Fires from deep. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And so it's San Antonio easily grabbing this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and our entire 2K Sports crew, this is Brian Anderson signing off. So long, everybody.